Well, this is my Deltahet receiver, or my interpretation of it. This was a project in a Radio and Hobbies magazine way back in 1963, and it was published by Ian Pogson, or a project designed by Ian Pogson, who's probably long since gone. However, I always wanted to build this thing, and I finally got around to it. It's a Wadley loop design, and my rendition of it, I haven't been able to copy it exactly, so I've had to make a lot of changes, a lot of substitutions, but it's basically the same principle as the Racal, I think the R17 or R71, and the Aisu FRG7 was a very famous application for the Wadley loop principle, or drift cancelling principle. In fact, what I've done is used an old FRG7 for the cabinet front panel and all the controls. I've cut the chassis out with a disc grinder and replaced those with aluminium panels so I can rebuild the new chassis or new radio components on it. So it saved me an awful lot of time. So I've finally got this thing going after a lot of messing around. So here we have a quick bandstand. On the left here we have the pre-selector. We have the megahertz selector. This selects the 30 harmonics of the 1 meg oscillator and converts it to a 40 megahertz IF offset. So we can choose any harmonic which gives us any frequency from about 400 kilohertz up to 30 megs. So if we tune that to, you can see that, got that on the 9th harmonic. Tune this one pre-selector, bring up the gain on that band, and this main tuning is the kilohertz tuning. So now we're scanning 9 megahertz broadcast band, 49 meters I think that is.
Everybody felt so hopeful that the world would become
will in no wise cast out.
All these chord stations, actually before I heard that brother steer. Now that dude, he's a Christian dude that's been on the shortwave radio for years. He died, I'm pretty sure he died about 3 years ago, but they're still trotting him out to make more money. Well, that's not a good thing, but presumably they still send money in. There's 9 megs. Let's try 7 megs. 7's kind of got a small sideband. Again, we've got the pre-selector.
I'll be in touch, mate. We might jump in and pull on the way back anyway. Being very quick trip over and back. We'll only be away for 3 or 4 days, just straight over, straight back, so it's just out there one night. So, yeah. So, 30 over 9, by the way.
That's North Korea. Pretty sure that's North Korea. Yeah, it is. They have awesome music. That's probably, I don't know, 6 minutes. So I've still got a few things to do with it. I've got a couple of switches to go in here for the fast and slow AGC, an attenuator. Everything else is pretty right. I've got a tracking issue with the calibrations on the dial drum are not quite matching the coil I wound for the kilohertz selector, so I've got to work on that one. I've got to connect this fine tuning up for the make sideband tuning easier. I want to select different filter settings on the front panel switch. At the moment that's not really wired in, it's just choosing AM single sideband. That's the volume, and everything else is really working. So that's the internal, so the top plate. As you can see, there's an awful lot of valves in there, and it's fairly compact, so it gets fairly warm, which is a bit of a worry, but perhaps when I get the case around it and ventilation slots, it might hurry things along. And underneath, as you can see, it's fairly busy under there. So yeah, it's been a bit of work, mainly because I had to wind all my own coils and resonate them all to the correct frequencies. And unless you get them all right, you're not going to get anything happening with it. I initially had trouble with a lot of birdies and a lot of spurs, which you normally get anyway with multi-conversion superheads. But right now I'm pretty damn happy with it. I've got the only spurs I've got are at the end of the 1 meter tuning segments, which are the signals issuing from the harmonic generator, which I can't really suppress any more than what I have, but I can still get WWV on 10 megs, so even though there's a slight heterodime behind it, I think that's about as best as I can get. So that's the Deltahet. That's the 963 Deltahet with its 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 valves, and yes, I'm very pleased with it, the amount of work it took. It was a massive project to get going, but now it's going. Pretty rad. Those holes there, I'm using the original Yaesu harmonic generator. No matter what I did, I couldn't get a valve version to work properly. It was just far too much output, and yeah, it just outputted harmonics all the way through to about 150 megahertz. I can believe it. And I'm not fully up on designing low pass filters, so I actually gave it away in the end. Decided to use the transistorized one. So yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching.